Hi, my name is Erika. I'm a robotic engineer and a kids and toy designer, and today I'm here with you with Calmast team to start our journey on history and technology behind animation. First question, what is animation? Animation is the art of telling stories with motion pictures. That means, it's the art of telling narratives and sharing stories and ideas using pictures and drawings. It is very, very old, and we found um, kind of animations and ideas related to motion pictures and pictures in motion, even in objects from the ancient Greeks. And what we have today? Today we have 3D cartoons, movies with special effects. Everything started a long time ago. This one that you can see here is a thaumatrope, a toy, very easy to make, and it's quite of a first attempt of making animation. As you can see, the two pictures merge while the toy is spinning. Make sure to check our tutorial and build your own. The thaumatrope was famous in the 19th century. There are also several different machines and inventions related to animation from that time. Another one is the zoetrope, the one that you can see here, where spinning a sequence of slightly different pictures can actually give the illusion of motion. Another technique is, of course, stop motion. That can be 2D and 3D. Here, an easy example that you can build on your own is a flipbook. All these techniques, machines, and ideas were the basis of the cinema and cinematography as we know them now. Cinematography is the illusion of movement by filming and recording and projecting on a screen or on a wall different and several pictures in a row, so a sequence of single frames. It was the 1895 when Lumiere brothers could project the first movie to a paying audience. It was black and white with no sound. Only in 1906 color was added, and later on in 1927 also sound was added to movies. We can say that around 1914 Europe, Russia, and Scandinavia had their own industries and they were dominant in the field of cinema. Films then became longer and more story related. And now, some fun facts. The guy here under is Charlie Chaplin, one of the most famous comedians of silent films. He is famous for acting in movies related to the Industrial Revolution with an ironic touch. And he was used to spend his holidays, in Ireland. Here, on the other hand, we have a kinetoscope. It was one of the first machines where people could watch emotion in it. And it was invented by one Edison's employee, Dixon. Here we have a film. We really need to remember that at the very beginning, movies were recorded and filming using this kind of films. There was no digital involved. Anytime that we think about animation, we can think about 2D or 3D. Sculptures and mechanisms are used in cinema and animation. For example, stop motion can be also 3D. There are tons of movies that use this kind of technology, movies and also video games, for example. And this technique use frame by frame, so picture and picture and picture in a row, one after the other, to make statues come to life. So in each frame, there are little movement, and all the sculptures are slightly modified, and the sequence actually make the motion. So what about technology in animation? Of course, we saw lots of movies where there are robots and technology in the narratives, but actually robots are also used as tools and devices to support the filming process, as you can see with the camera here under. So it quite often use this technique to use cameras on automation system. They can move the camera to create filming special effects. Technology is also used to create special effects with machines and hair and like to create the wind, the rain, so all the special effects that you can imagine, and also is used in the post-production. That means once the movie is filmed, then videos are manipulated to be um, exactly as we want them. So with sounds, other special effects, with transaction, with change of perspectives, and so on. Anytime that we think about a world where technology, art, creativity, engineering work together to create something really spectacular, a person from the history come up to our mind, and is Leonardo da Vinci. Why? Because he was an artist, but also a scientist and an engineer as well. And we really believe that art and technology can work together and combine together can really create incredible things. The art challenges the technology and the technology inspires the art. And this is true for animation as well. Anytime that we think about animation, we really need to remember that it's a whole world. It's a whole interdisciplinary world. There is technology, there is art, storytelling, and design as well. And they all work together to create magnificent animations. When we can imagine a story, we really need to understand it and make it real so that we can share it through storytelling. Well, this process is called the design cycle, and it can be repeated all over again. Anytime that we want to create a story, we design our story. What does that mean? It means that we have an idea in our mind and we put our idea on paper using text or sketches. And the storyboard is our specific tools to use in this case is a board prepared to create and design a story. It's actually very simple. They are different rectangles in a row where you can draw and sketch your story and also adding some text and descriptions. This is the end of our journey together exploring history and technology behind animation. Hope you really enjoyed the video and hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye.